Hey there, Papa's Posse. Don't forget about that QR code. Take you to my eBay, YouTube, and Instagram page. Well, welcome back to the channel, Papa's Posse. Once again, it's time for Papa's Comic Books. A little bit of coffee and more. Today we have Shazam, number 30, 35 cents back in 1977. It also has Captain Marvel. It's by E. Nelson Birdwell and Kurt Schaffenberger. Now, before we begin, don't forget this book and others is available on my eBay page, Papa's-Comic-Books. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's see what's going on. Oh, what joy. My greatest enemy is being destroyed. That's what he says. By my own Superman of Steel, featuring the entire Shazam family. Chosen to receive the powers of 6 ancient elders, young newscaster Billy Batson has only to speak the name of the ancient wizard, Shazam. And in a flash of lightning, he is transformed into the world's mightiest mortal. Solomon wisdom, Hercules gives him strength, Atlas gives him stamina, Zeus gives him power, Achilles gives him courage, and Mercury gives him speed. Once I was hero of steel mills, but now I change to villain. I gonna wreck this mill. Not after my fist finish denting your metal hide, McGarrick. The lumberjacks told tall tales of Paul Bunyan. Sailors recounted legends of old storm melons, and steelworkers talked to Joe Magarac. And now it seems he's come back, but with a difference, as the world's mightiest mortal finds when Captain Marvel fights the Man of Steel. As Billy Batson and Uncle Dudley drive past the famed blockhouse in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, sole remaining part of the Fort Pitt built in 1764, they pick up a police call. Repeat, or Savannah was seen on Dr. Savannah was seen at the Triangle News Company. Holy moly, he just broke jail in Buffalo last night. We better get over there and see about this. At Triangle News, they speak with General Manager Marilyn Watson. You're sure it was Savannah? Several employees saw him, and that's not a face you forget easily. But he must have been after something. What did he steal? That's the odd part. Holy moly, the only thing missing is one DC comic magazine. What can the bounder be up on this time? And now let's join the villain in question, Dr. Thaddeus Badog Savannah. Ha ha ha. I know I could have bought a copy of this, but I prefer to steal. So this is the Man of Steel. Well, I'm going to make my own. And what he'll do to Captain Marvel, shortly Billy and Dudley head for one of Pittsburgh's world-renowned steel mills. Well, here it is, my boy. Mr. Morris wants us to get pictures of the steel making process for Station Whiz. I know, Uncle, but I'd feel a lot better if I knew what Savannah was up to. One of the steel workers shows the two around. Up there at the top of the blast furnace, a skipped car carrying the ingredients that will go to make the steel and iron, or coke and limestone. We use the open hearth method here. As the molten steel flows out into the ladle, the slag, which goes to the top, is drained off. Just then, another figure appears in the scene, dumping something from a bag into the liquid steel. Wait till they see what this does to their steel. Say, that's not one of our men up there. Holy moly, it's Savannah. Shazam. Shazam. The magic lightning instantly transforms Billy into the mighty Captain Marvel. Got you this time, Savannah. Sabotaging the steel mill, eh? Curses, it's the big red cheese. Aha, a worker. I'll use him to divert Captain Marvel's attention. Yeah, holy moly, you almost became part of the steel. Captain Marvel, thanks. You're safe, but Savannah got away. I'm just glad I didn't wind up in that ladle. But good gosh, there's a man in the ladle, a man of steel. It must be Joe Magarac. Come back. Sea monkeys. Magarak, why that means jackass in Serbo-Croatian. Yes, but that's what he called himself. Pronounced Magarats. Magarats. You see, Joe was born many years ago, thousands some say, inside an iron mountain, and there he stayed till the day a miner found him. Hey, who are you, and how you get here? I'm Joe Magarax. I've been here a long time. Joe went to the steel mills and became the greatest steelman of all. Became because he was truly made of steel. Oh boy, look at that. He squeezed molten steel into his rails with his bare hands. Sure, that's easy. He worked around the clock, only stopping long enough to eat 5 big meals a day. And all I do is eat and work in same like jackass donkey. That's why I use name Magarax. But the time came when the steel mill shut down on Friday. Why is mill shut up on Friday? I want to work. I got to shut it up. You work so fast, we got no steel left for a whole week. Yes, Joe worked so fast, he was even putting men out of work. Then he heard they planned to tear the old mill down and build a new one. You melt me down for steel and used to make it new mills, then you have best mills for any place, you betcha. That's the way my great-grandfather, who came from Croatia, told the story. He and other European immigrants worked in the mills and made Joe their Paul Bunyan. But now he's back. Sure, I come back to steel mills. I come here to wreck this place. Hey, that doesn't sound like the Joe Magarax you told me about. I just stop at a minute and eat the steel. That's wrong too. The original Magarax ate regular food, not steel. Exactly. I'm sure Savannah put something in the steel to cause it to form this thing. Oh, and he punches him. Sure, Savannah put robot brain in steel to make me form around it. But he put it in something else to make steel extra hard. Holy moly, my punch hardly fazed him. Now, I gonna punch you, red feller. I'll admit you're pretty good. Ow, pow, boom. But I couldn't hit you with a really hard blow. Kapow. Wow, you knocked him right through the roof. And so high, he's already out of sight. Good. Shazam. Brum. Once again, the magic lightning strikes, changing the world's mightiest mortal back to Billy. Say, wasn't that something, Billy? Sure was, but now, how about finishing our tour before we start filming? But is Magarax really finished? Let's look at Savannah's hideout soon after. Magarax, your homing device brought you to me. Did you wreck all the steel mills in Pittsburgh already? No, big red fella stopped me. Curses, the big red cheese is always getting in my way. There must be a way to do away with him. But of course, by now he must have changed back to Billy. He changed to what? He has another identity, one that isn't superpowered. Catch him when he's Billy Batson and you can wipe out Captain Marvel for good. And now, long after back at Steel Mill. Well, we know what we want for the show. I hope the truck and crew from the local station get here soon. I'll step outside and look for it. But when Billy is out of sight of the others, I get it, you kid, but I'm not gonna kill you yet. Savannah wanted you to see me wreck all steel mills before I killed you, so I squeezed this steel into your gag for you. I weld this with my bare hands, and then you never be able to yell. I don't need it to yell for hands not too strong enough to gag off. Let's see. I have a pencil and notepad in my pocket. Hope Savannah included knowledge of how to read in that robot brain. What'd you write? You make crack about me, I mad. You're nothing but a big dumb ape. I fix it you good. Wow, he nearly broke my jaw, but as I figured, his hand was harder than a gag now. Shazam, boom. Hey, I get an idea. Boy, trick at me. Like the old Pennsylvania saying has it, you got too late smart. Batman. Pow, you're not beating me yet. Well, this should do it. Well, that's that. He wasn't really alive, so I couldn't actually kill him. Yay, what was that? donkey kicks him. Holy moly, Savannah's produced a whole menagerie of steel creatures. As if they weren't enough here comes Uncle Dudley with more bad news. Word just came over the radio. These things are coming from every steel mill in the area, and I'm sure Savannah has them programmed to destroy the plants. I guess this is the time to ask the elders' advice. Right, fast as you are, you can stop all those things at once? Activating the Eterniphone, Captain Marvel summons Atlas. How can I stop many menaces? They say you once supported the heavens, except once when Hercules needed my help. Then he supported my burden while I fetched the golden apples of the Hesperides for him. Yes, even Hercules needed help. And remember the old proverb, many hands make light work. Sure, I should have thought of it myself. I'll get the help I need in a very few minutes. The Marvel family. After all, no one's further away than Texas. Seconds later in New York. Freddie Freeman, quick, you're needed in Pittsburgh. Captain Marvel? Ooh, check out these Batman. Oh, I want all this Batman stuff. When Freddie speaks his hero's name, magic lightning transforms him to Captain Marvel Jr. Cap has already gone on. I'll get to Pittsburgh. Yes, Captain Marvel has reached Brooklyn and Fat Billy Batson. The 3 Lieutenant Marvels are needed in Pittsburgh. Fat Marvel will be there. Shazam. Fat Marvel. Next stop, the suburbs and Billy's twin sister, Mary. Mary, hurry, get to Pittsburgh as Mary Marvel. And in seconds, there's the University of Pittsburgh's Cathedral of Learning, a 42-story schoolhouse. Then, on the Nashville and Hillbilly Batson. I need Hill Marvel in Pittsburgh. My recording session can wait. Shazam. Broom. On one flyer who won't have to land at the Greater Pittsburgh Airport. And finally in Texas, Tall Billy Batson. Quick emergency in Pittsburgh. You'll be needing Tall Marvel, eh? Shazam. Though Fat Hill and Tall Billy are not related to Billy and Mary, they also have been granted Shazam powers. Mary Jr. and the other 2 lieutenants are already on the way. The place is overrun with steel beasts. I'll be dogged. And seconds later in Pittsburgh, Marvel's here, Marvel's there, Marvel's everywhere. We chase evil to its lair and beat it. Marvel's short, Marvel's tall, Marvel's one and all. When we hear our duty call, we meet it. With our mighty strength and speed, we can always take the lead. Doing any super deed, fighting evil is our creed. Marvel's crack down on crime, Marvel stop it every time, and their voices sing this rhyme as they greet it in defeat. But as the last of the animals falls in shattered ruins, here I come, Captain Marvel. Even you can't beat me. Holy moly, a Superman made of steel? We'll help you with him, Cap. Sure, he can't match all of us at once. No, this is my fight. I'll handle it alone. Right? You're together. You're tougher than any of the others. Harder than any steel I've ever seen, right? Now, let's see what you are made of. Boom. I'll have to go all out with my atomic punch. I must try the mightiest punch I can deliver. They both struck at once. Look what happened. Holy moly. Holy moly, holy moly, holy moly. What happened? Who won? Well, after minutes after, in Savannah's lab, it's all over. You've returned. That means you've destroyed Captain Marvel. Yes, that super hard metal you made me did it. I knew it would. The secret ingredient makes it stronger than chrome steel, and it doesn't need chromium, which America has to import from Africa or Russia. Here's the formula. I'll see that it's only used to make the rightful ruler of the universe. Wrong again, because I'm taking it for use by the USA. That's why I came here in disguise after smashing your Superman of Steel. I used his homing device and his robot brain to lead me to you. Curses! I'll find a way to beat you yet, and whatever city you're in, then watch out. You've been saying that a long time, Savannah, and I'm still alive and kicking. And as the other Marvels depart from Mellon Square, bye, Cap. Let's get together again soon. Meanwhile, there'll be surprising happenings in Columbus, Ohio next time. Well, that was Shazam, the world's mightiest mortal. Hope you enjoyed that quick little reading. And don't forget, this book and others are available on my eBay page, Papa's-Comic-Books. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, okay? And as Papa and Shazam and Billy Batson always say,
that was easy.
Until next time, Papa is out.